Oh, I'm just hungover.
How early is too early for the first beer of the day?
It depends how much you drank the night before.
It used to be never.
Yeah.
But now I'm getting older, trying to take the more responsible approach, so, I'll maybe just have one or two before I play. At the most.
Not a partier. I felt like a wet blanket with those guys sometimes. They just like, I just want to go to bed, check my computer.
I suppose my grandfather and my uncle used to play guitar to me when I was a baby until I was like 4 years old. And so the first time I picked up a guitar, I felt like kind of comfortable and natural. I was really young. I was like 7 or 8 years old. I started like trying to play, and I was a troubled kid though. I did a lot of crime. Yeah, I was in juvenile hall for a while, and they put me in military school. I was just stealing a lot of stuff and selling it, and being a little punk, stealing people's bikes and skateboards. Like one of those people that learned their lesson. I don't believe in fucking people over, so I'm trying to be the nicest guy I can.
Chad. Bukaki.
Could I get a little refill?
That's why I'm going around here.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. Your friend down here has it all. He hogged it all up. See, look, there's only one left. Give me the cup.
I'm getting scolded. I always get yelled at and I don't do anything.
Check out your lady killer, dude. It's like Gandalf with AIDS.
I've always felt a kinship to bears. I'm sort of a bearish person, grumpy, hairy guy. Likes to eat, sleep. Actually, Greg Anderson was the liaison officer to that. Dez, I guess, called him, said, George quit, you need to find me a bass player. Went down to Oakland, learned their whole set in 5 practices. I never had more than 3 weeks off at a stretch for the next, almost 2 years.
Right.
Whoa, that's a lot, Des.
Thank you very much.
Damn, dude.
Oh, this came with hash browns.
At least you have all day in the van to work that off.
Well, I'm not gonna.
Do you and Dez argue much?
No, not really. Never have, really. I mean, we've been in arguments, yeah. But he's my partner in crime.
Doesn't come with hash browns.
Sweet, my mini burgers.
Those are really mini. I'm cool. Don't look at me like that. I'll be back.
I mean, with Thrones, I'd be out on tour for at least 4 months out of the year, and that seems like a fair amount of touring to me. After High on Fire, it's just like, Jesus, it's nothing. I've pretty much gone for at least 8 months out of the year. It felt like completely ground me down into paste, pretty much, and pretty quickly, too.
I got a call from Hank 3 one day, actually, saying, hey, these guys need a bass player. You should maybe give them a call.
Jeff was pretty bitching right off the bat. But I was just like, we'll probably try other people. I'm not promising you anything or nothing, but...
Went down and jammed with them a couple of times and it seemed to work really well.
I was really glad to be in High on Fire. That's kind of one of the first bands that I really felt like I took the chance to commit to in a long time. It was definitely a pleasure playing with them, like playing music with them, getting to share space with them.
First show? Well, let's see. I think I prepared for it by doing about 7 shots of Jameson.
I think you have to be kind of weird and somewhat crazy to be in this band.
Are you able to like sustain yourself doing high and fire?
Usually, yeah, I don't do that bad.
Lawn decorations out here.
I'm not rich by any means, but I definitely, that's all I do, but I put a lot of work. It's like having a job, you know?
Well, I've worked in several different kitchens for a company removing lead paint from freeway overpasses and bridges.
If I'm not on tour, I ain't making shit. I'm spending all the money that I made during the tour, you know, so.
I'll tell you what, man, San Francisco is not a city to be a fucking bike messenger unless you like riding your bikes up hills. Me and Matt had a job where it just seemed like all we did all day was just dig trenches.
You're selling yourself in a weird way, which I hate to say that, you know, it's kind of lame, but you're selling yourself to people so that they buy your product. That has nothing to do with the music you're writing, aside of, you know, they might like it, but yeah, there's a whole different thing to, like, if you want to make money in music, it's all about merchandising.
I really like playing Blessed Black Wings, stuff off of the last record.
I think Blessed Black Wings is the most personal one I've made.
It was definitely a challenge for me to learn that stuff.
I usually like it to be kind of a secret and people to figure out what I'm saying. I don't know, most of it's like stuff that I'm going through, combined with films, books, art, situations, stories I make up in my head. You know, life sucks for everyone, but you know, I'm not some, you know, like emo dude bitching about it. We don't put generic shit in our songs just because it, you know, sounds radio friendly or it's this amount of time or that amount of time. We just do what we feel. We want everything to be like immaculately pretty intense. pressure and torture out of my head. Personal suffering, I believe, makes it, a soul shine brighter and understand more about the world, we live in before, we have to certainly face death. And I think it's a real important thing to pay attention to that every day. Oh, I've shit myself in front of 8,000 people.
Tell that story.
It fucking made me play harder because I got rid of it, and it pissed me off, and it made me make the most metal face I ever made in my life, probably. Because, I was drinking whiskey all night or something and had the squirts, and you're up there, and then there's just that moment where you're all, dude, I really need the John right now. And I just let it go. Fuck it, and threw my underwear in the trash when I got done, took a shower or whatever, but yeah, I let it go, and it was like in Montreal in front of tons of people, and it was on the Sounds of the Underground tour. The show must go on if you make crapping in your undie.
Oh my goodness, thank you guys so much. We had fun jamming. We were on fire. Come back and see us.
2-inch 24-track tape machine. Yeah, easy.
So we're hard at work working on a new record, as you can see.
Yep, this is it.
Leather couches.
Sounds good.
Sounds great. Sounds great.
Me as a burning, chasing a man, and I'm leaving.
Our secret Los Angeles recording studio. You can see all the fine bands that have recorded here. You got NoFX,
Link,
Pistols,
Blink 182.
Rancid.
We thought we'd jump on that bandwagon.
It's the next link in the chain.
Punk's not dead, it just sucks now.
That's right. It just sucks now.
That's 11 songs in 13 days.
Yep.
Is that right?
That's right.
It's a dollars and cents thing.
We don't have any dollars and we don't got no cents.
That's right.
Just make sure you get that on there. That's very impressive.
It's very impressive. Well, we just,
It's fucking incredible.
Fucking incredible.
Talking earlier about how could a band possibly spend 6 months in a studio? Or in some case,
Could.
like Metallica, years.
6 years in the studio.
6 years in the studio.
To come up with a piece of crap. 6 years in the studio to come up with a piece of crap. We can come up with a piece of crap in just 13 days.
That's right. Let's do it, Willis. All right. Okay. We got other bands to deal with. Check you guys later.
Should get some FaceTime in.
Yeah.
All day.
Now that they're gone.
Alien really uses this thing a lot. He likes it. Check it out.
Turn up the kick drum.
See you guys.
We fired our bass player Kevin, and we were looking for somebody new. And my wife actually brought up, what about Jared? You know, and then I said to Buzz, what about Jared? And he said, what about Jared and Cody?
I was really ready to do something different.
Yeah.
After this much time, you know.
Certainly.
We don't need another drummer, and that's why we should do it.
Yeah. Yes, we do. We need another one because I'm getting old, and you know my bones are getting brittle.
It would help a lot if Dale's drums weren't in the headphones. More? That. If Dale's drums were not in the headphones, because he's playing against the beat.
I think you're gonna hear it no matter what, because it's gonna be leaking.
Okay. Well, I hate it.
We'll give you the cue, okay? I don't know.
Oh my God.
Good. It's good.
This is how we mix records.
Put the headphones on.
Yeah. Turn the lights off.
Turn up the vocal! Turn up the kick drum! What?
We were on the very last Nirvana tour, and Dave Grohl had come out and played a couple songs with us. We were playing in Germany. On the next show, he was going to play the whole set with us, and that's the shows that got canceled, and that was when Kurt went to Rome and OD'd or tried to commit suicide the first time or whatever. After all that stuff with Nirvana happened, and Kurt ended up killing himself, we had talked to Dave and we're like, do you want to come and just play with us? You know, like try to forget about this stuff that's happening and try to have some fun playing music. You know, he was really into it until we never heard from him again about it. And then he formed the Foo Fighters and that's that.
Where is it?
It's in that breakdown part, the do-do-do-do-do.
Oh, okay.
All the songs are Buzz's. He's just a little writing machine. He always has been. There's never been any such thing as like writer's block with him. He's always had tons of songs. A lot more vocals on this, you know. Jared's a really good singer. His voice and Buzz's voice go together really well, and it's almost like he sings in a similar style, but like his range is a little bit higher. I sing more on this record than I have on any other Melvins record. There's like lots of 3-part harmonies. This was a really good way for us to reinvent ourselves after, 22 years. It's a long time for a band. It's always cliche to say like, oh, this is our best record, but I think this is definitely going to be up there with one of our best. It's going to be called A Senile Animal.
Listen in the car.
Track. Listen to the truck.
Truck.
Van.
Van.
Van, okay.
Van, bitch.
It was like a joke when we started. Like it was like, oh, ha, let's call the band the Bronx, and then all of a sudden it just like, I don't know, it just happened. You gotta understand how weird that is. Playing in bands your whole fucking life, and then you play 2 shows and you have like 11 record labels wanting to give you a record deal. The first one was at 3 clubs, not even in the big room at 3 clubs. Put the drums, where you walk in from we played right in front of the bar. And it's like, I wouldn't even call that a show, it's just a riot. It's just people just started going crazy. You couldn't see what you were playing, and everything got trashed. I think we played 6 songs, and the place exploded.
Somebody has very cleverly tied my shoe
to the microphone cord. It looks like you win. Whoever you are, you win!
I still do design work. I do everything, all the shirts, posters, album, single, everything.
Why did you decide to add another member?
There's certain songs I couldn't play because it was just, dependent on other guitar parts. I'm just accumulating all this gear to have to use guitars with different tunings. There's acoustic strings on it, tuned all funky.
Right on.
Just got ridiculous.
I've been a big fan of the Bronx for a while, good friends with them, and I've been relearning guitar for the last 2 weeks.
It's kind of a never-ending process. Like now we're still changing songs that, are laid down, on CD or vinyl.
They're all great players. They've been really cool about, giving me different parts.
Three of us, Jorma, Joby, and I were all friends before we started in the band together, and our friendships have endured, through that. And then when Matt came in, Matt's a pretty likable guy.
Matt and I have been in bands for 7 years, probably, I guess.
He had to go to the doctor, so he's been having some vocal problems. He has an aggressive singing style, but he also has an aggressive lifestyle.
Feel alright.
a normal tour, a van works just fine. We don't have to drive overnight. We get hotel rooms. We can spread out. There's 2 vehicles, so everybody doesn't have to be all together, and it's fine. So, you know, this is cool, and I'm enjoying it while it lasts, but, you know.
We only have a really 35 minutes, half hour to play, so we figured we'd just cut right to the chase with the songs we selected.
All of our songs are long and boring. We just tried to pick the ones that are less long and less boring. So,
other than a few smattering like moments of negative comments, generally it's been, people have been fairly enthusiastic, seemingly so. I mean, from my vantage point anyway, and it's been, you know, a lot more than I ever expected.
yeah, I mean, people have been cheering, like, you know, during breakdowns of songs and between songs, and, you know, we expect either A, dead silence, or B, booing. So it's, you know, it's cool. Like, I mean, I can't deny the fact that, like, you know, when we finish a song and I hear, you know, at least half an arena of people cheering, that it gets me psyched. You know,
That's
what I mean?
great.
It really
It's very
it is rewarding. shelter studio in Los Angeles, making what is our 4th album. Well, we actually played our own instruments this time instead of hiring a ghost band to do everything for us.
Monkeys on the last one.
Monkeys,
So.
yeah, that was all we could afford.
And I'm not objective, so I may not be the best person to ask, but I feel like everyone is playing off each other better than ever. When writing their parts or whatever, they were really listening to what the whole was and then adding to that to make it a more moving piece.
The vocal effect in the middle, so you guys, you like the chorus part?
It just needs to, the vocals in general just need to be a little quieter there.
Like, yeah, I thought it could.
What?
A little bit.
I think I agree with your kick statement throughout. I was looking more closely to that.
Other than those few little things, I think it sounds pretty good.
I've been working on a lot of drawings for the layout, and it's a little bit scary because I don't know if my bandmates are gonna like it. I'm trying to make it a little bit different from the last couple of releases because they've all been photo-based and rather austere in a way, and I want this one to reflect the album and the change in the music. I didn't print the lyrics. There's one quote that was printed in there from another source that I think is, sort of encapsulates a lot of the subject matter, or at least what I'm attempting to communicate.
Where everything kind of
At the beginning, I think it might be okay. This section, it definitely needs to hit a little harder, and Jeff goes down to a low note there, which when we're playing it is the thing that makes me, which is the thing that makes me feel like the section's stepping up a bit.
This was the first American show ever.
For Radio Birdman, yeah.
For Radio Birdman.
We broke up because we socially disintegrated in the first instance. No, we haven't changed much at all. Dickhead at 6, dickhead at 60, I think is the expression that sort of covers it. Well, I started in bands. I wanted to sing because of the New York Dolls' first album, and I just latched on to Funhouse and all this stuff. The Stooges had a whole atmosphere under themselves. I don't think any band's ever actually a lot of bands have tried to be like the Stooges, and they don't come anywhere near it. You have to maintain some sort of control, and when we started, that was the only way to go about it, was make your own decisions. Generate the interest from your gigs and word of mouth and stuff by being who you are.
I have one question for you, Dennis.
Yeah.
Is it true that the character Iceman from Top Gun is sort of based off of you?
There's a myth going around about that. We were visited by the research team for the Top Gun movie. Some screenplay people and directors came and spent 2 weeks at our squadron. And I had that call sign and that helmet and everything. And then they made the movie, and when the movie came out, it had Iceman in it. Whether it had any relation to me, I have no idea. But I can tell you that it totally ruined the call sign.
This is Radio Birdman, and you're watching TVR.
sweat, glory, a little bit of blood, not too much.
Chaos and mayhem.
It's kind of a free-for-all. Like, you know, if someone has the guts, the balls to bring up a song, you can.
Chaos and mayhem's part of it, but see, there's also, you know, we also don't have a good show when it's all chaos and mayhem, so we also like to nail some parts really heavy.
Pretty much every single person has to agree on whether something's good or not, which is why it takes so long to write stuff. If one person says they don't like it, then we have pretty, you know, fragile egos, you know, and we're just like, well, whatever, fine, I'm not gonna use that riff then.
Chasney kicking somebody out.
Sometimes we play games where we try to like kick the other person's pedals out and they don't have any sound and stuff in the middle of an important part for them.
I don't think there's ever been like a serious thought of what like a direction or idea, like we're gonna do this type of record or that. But it always is kind of it's always kind of defaults.
I think everybody feels a little better when they, you know, have difficult parts or parts that they're like not so confident in, and everyone comes together and really hits those hard.
battlefield of the cosmic unconsciousness.
Oh, Jesus!
Cosmic unconsciousness? Is that
Yes.
like a trick phrase that
Repo
means
Man.
like...
The example he uses is, you'll be thinking about a plate of shrimp, and then someone will say plate or shrimp.
So what are our options?
Aggressors, defenders, or revolutionaries? What are you defending?
Killer jams, dude.
I like what you're saying.
And
Yeah, come on.
There's been killer jams before. We're just trying to do killer jams too.
I'll pass.
Digging latrine holes in the cosmic battlefield.
Anything that has to do with a movement or something exceptional that you want to hold on to and try to maintain, you know, even if it's in the cosmic unconsciousness, and especially if it's in the cosmic unconsciousness, that's something that you need to be a defender, an aggressor, and a revolutionary. You need all those aspects. You can't just be one. If you're, you know, any one of those things can be beat so easily. They're brittle on their own.
I like that. I like that.
Dead Moon. Garage punk band.
Fred is a walking legend. He's one of the last people who lived it. He was in the same studio when Janis Joplin died.
Rock and roll, in the true original sense of the word, it's not rebellion for the rebellion, but rebellion because they think this is the right way to do it.
Very few people that were like in bands in the 60s that understood punk rock.
I met Tootie.
You got your wife?
Yep, yeah, I've been married for 34 years, yeah. We got like 6 grandkids, but
At first she was just, okay, I'm just standing here and playing my bass. And then over time, she's writing songs, she's doing half the singing, she's prowling the stage. Doesn't matter if you're 30 years old and you think you're past your prime, or you're 35, or you're 40, or whatever. It's like, this is the point in your life when you should do that shit.
It goes a little something like this.
Doing my best to like slay it. I'm a slag.
Remember that, kids.
Yeah, what do you got to say about that, huh?
Whatever, you know?
So a warlock recorded the record, is that what you're saying?
Make some drinks and, you know, get the tape rolling.
Just fucking mold the riff.
People that just play whatever they want to play and it don't matter.
They use it as clay and then they mold their own sugar bowls and teacups.
The sexiest show that's ever been created.
All right, so let me,
Get that man a beard.
I got one. We're here in Los Angeles in 2005, the Nitty Factory, Hater, Ben Shepherd's Trip.
Met Ben a few years ago up in Seattle. He introduced me to Bubba.
I got a gig playing guitar for Moby for a couple of years, which seems like a strange fit. Opened up for Soundgarden overseas. Ben turns out is a big Void fan, and Kim knew about him as well. Realized it was that Bubba, and we just started hanging out.
And then I said, and if Hater ever got back together, I'd love to play drums. And about 6 months ago, I got a call out of the blue.
Influences, bro.
Influences? I was probably mostly into Pat Smear and Brian James at that point. Yeah, the Damned and the Germs.
I was a little kid when I heard the Ramones. I was 8 or 9. My older brothers and his friends, those guys would roll up on their skateboards. One guy, Jeff Wallace, would play Ramones songs and Devo songs on a fucking harmonica.
Favorite band of all time.
Really? They were your favorite band?
I wouldn't be here.
Are you shitting me? They were your favorite?
Come on, Ben.
I'm not shitting.
Dude, I wouldn't be sitting here right now if it wasn't for the Ramones.
Speaking of the Ramones, that's pretty much how I learned to play drums.
Now I'm more obsessed with Ron Ashton. I just love that caveman groove, man.
When I was a kid, it was all about Void, and it was very intense.
Void, for those of viewers who don't know.
All about Void.
Well, it's no secret that Void was always just a heavy metal band that couldn't play.
Bubba pretty much changed the sound of hard.
Yeah.
It's pretty far removed from me at this point. I mean, that's 25 years ago.
Right. Void was a band that came out of Maryland. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, Columbia.
I vaguely even remember it, quite frankly.
Ian MacKay produced their split vinyl
in '81.
Yes,
1981
right, yeah.
with Faith.
I had an MXR double distortion into this little Univox combo and a cheap ass white Strat copy, and that was it. And that's all that nifty stuff is just because I had no choice.
Yeah.
It fed back because that's what it did.
What motivates you guys? Why you guys keep doing it? What's up?
To be questioned is a crime of which we're not accustomed.
Had I known.
I'm too much of a pussy to blow my brains out, so this is what you get, man. I got no choice. Yeah. Honestly, I've tried to stop a lot. I know it's wrong, but I just keep doing it. I can't stop.
Well, I'm part of the club.
Exactly. You know, man.
Yeah.
Wine and rock, I'm having a good time.
Is that a wrap?
Greg and I ended up living in LA at the same time and decided to jam and play music again.
It started off as a sort of a tribute or an homage to Earth. And so it's like, okay, well, we're Sun, playing in the vein of Earth. And then, yes, it was our amplifier of choice. Steven and I have been friends for a really long time, and we're on the same page with aesthetic and tone. With Sun, we really try to have our expectations always pretty, low or non-existent, because it's really cool to have things just happen. We almost were not going to play live. We did 1 week of shows in England supporting Goatsnake. I couldn't handle it, so I basically hid behind the amps. I spent the entire tour behind the amps. I was having a hard time getting into the mindset that I wanted and kind of just trancing out and going in with the sound, because I was kind of a little bit too worried with what the audience was thinking. And Steve's sister is a seamstress, and she had this idea of I can make you guys these robes.
The idea was kind of actually birthed by Julian Cope. He wrote about one of our records and went off on the Druid trip and the megalithic aspect of one way of looking at sound and riffs. The purpose of those robes is to sort of bring all the players onto the same playing field.
We wanted it to be more like just sort of an event. We had this idea, let's make it a subsonic ritual.
It creates a sense of ceremony between the players beyond playing music together.
We're at Avast Studios in Seattle, Washington. What are we doing here?
Now mixing. Greg drunken. Steven workaholic. Sorry. Once again.
We decided to make a record with Boris, who is a Japanese artist that we have a lot of respect for. A lot of bands, when they do this kind of thing, it's like, oh, I've got this finished song, here's how it goes. This was actually like a really true collaborative effort.
Yeah, your ideas and our ideas together create new idea.
That was the most in-depth collaboration we actually have done.
No rehearsals at all. We went into the studio, sat in a room together, conceptualized, wrote, and then recorded a record.
There would be someone who would sort of like plant the seed and sort of take the reins and guide it, but there's opportunity for anyone to sort of step into that position.
We maybe ran through the idea for 20 minutes and then it was like, boom, it's on tape.
Letting the sound be the directive.
It's kind of like this ball of clay that we created, and then when we went and did the mixing, we actually even kind of molded it more.
Why don't we try starting
Start
it with the vocals and the guitars right off the bat, and then the bass comes in.
What do you think? Check it out. Try it.
Instead of having it come in with guitars for a while, and then the vocals. Have the vocals and guitars start it.
What's your favorite part of this collaboration so far?
Steven's piano.
Is this good to do this interview now when we're both drunk?
I think we're on camera right now.
See, that's why.
We invited Kim to play some music on our record.
See, why are we here? What's your involvement?
My involvement? Why am I here? I grew up in Seattle, so it's kind of like a homecoming to me. Dylan from Earth plays on the record. Joe Preston. Bill Herzog is a really old friend of ours. He's on the record. Rex Ritter.
To me, one of the most interesting songs on the record is the song with the vocalist Jesse Sykes.
I asked Greg and I was like, so are you guys serious about this? And he's like, yeah, man. And I was like, but like, you know, I sing this sort of country folky stuff. And he's like, yeah, but it's dark, man. It's dark. And I was just like, all right.
It sounds nothing like Son. I mean, it's like the polar opposite in some ways. It's a quiet song, pretty. It almost kind of has like a dark countryish vibe.
It felt like a lullaby, like a really slow, dirgy lullaby.
What do you think of Jesse Sykes' vocals?
My heart.
Yeah. Yeah. Goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
Yeah, we call it goosebumps when your skin gets tingly. Yeah.
Tingly.
Is that running?
I like the cloudiness.
It's been going the whole time?
A lot of that stuff today. I like the break-ins.
Yeah, that's what
trying to break in and then it just tears it open. Because the first part of the track has this very dreamy, you know, and then all of a sudden it's like bad vibes.
What vibe?
Yeah, bad trip.
I'm enjoy about the bad trip.
I think it'd be great to do a set with drums, because we've never done that.
For some reason, Son has worked more with waves, I guess. Sort of incorporating rhythm that way, oscillation, dissonance.
It might also be cool to have both bands on stage and just go for it without any sort of rules. We've already done a lot of stuff with Atsuo. He's done quite a few shows with us where he was the vocalist. That was all improvisation.